Hey, it's Dan Ryder from Ryder Media, one of the certified agency partners with Hyros. And in this quick video, we're going to cover how e-commerce businesses should set up offline conversion tracking with their Facebook ads. There is more detailed training on this available from Hyros, but this will simply be a step-by-step setup. Okay, so first things first, sign into Hyros, click on Settings, and go ahead and click on Facebook and Configure. Next, you'll need to select the appropriate business manager, as well as the appropriate pixel, which for most e-commerce businesses should be their default pixel that they have currently installed on their store. You're going to want to toggle Enable Facebook Conversions, and then finally confirm your attribution mode for offline conversions. Now, the vast majority of e-commerce businesses will want to stick with the default of last click. The reason for this is the vast majority of sales occur after people see your initial ads. However, if you have a more premium e-commerce store, meaning you're selling higher ticket items like furniture or things like that, where your price point may be a couple $100s or maybe even a few $1,000s, and in those cases your sales cycles would possibly be much longer, maybe weeks or possibly more than a month, your setup will be slightly different. So you can go ahead and skip over to the 3-minute 14-second mark in this video and continue from there. If that's you, I'll give you a moment to do that now. Otherwise, just keep watching. Next, click on See Conversion Rules. From here, under Sales Rules, all you need to do is make sure your default event name is set to Purchase. This could be the default already. If it's not, just go ahead and rename it to Purchase. Hit Save Default Settings and OK, and now Hyros will start sending conversions to the purchase event in your Facebook account. Now, once this starts happening, if you pop into your Events Manager in your Facebook account and you click on your pixel and you look at the purchase event, you'll start to notice that there are two types of events being sent. The browser event, which comes from the standard web pixel, as well as server events, which are now coming from Hyros. By sending Hyros events to your existing purchase event in your Facebook account, you won't need to change any event priorities inside of your aggregated events measure, and you'll get to benefit from all the purchase value showing up in your ad account for all the different items you may be selling in your store, as you would normally. And if you look at the detail, what you'll see is that Facebook automatically deduplicates events that the web pixel sees when Hyros also sends Facebook data for the same purchase. This is because Facebook also uses a last click attribution mode. So when you're sending purchases back to Facebook from Hyros with last click, there's a chance that the web pixel did in fact track that sale. So again, in that case, Facebook will deduplicate the event so it's not double counted. And now you can continue to optimize your ad sets and campaigns as you were previously, and going forward, you'll be feeding Facebook data from Hyros that it may miss. For the majority of e-commerce sellers, this will be all you need to do to set this up. So now let's go back and talk about more higher end e-com stores or e-com stores that have a longer sales cycle. If that doesn't pertain to you, you can stop watching this video right now. So higher ticket e-com or e-com stores with a longer sales cycle are going to want to use a different attribution mode than last click. They're going to want to use scientific mode. You want to make sure you know which front-end ads are really driving the growth of your store, and you want to make sure you can optimize around those ads as well, and that's the purpose of scientific mode. This is especially true with Facebook, since Facebook as a default uses last click attribution. So when you're looking at your stats in Ads Manager, in this case a lot of your retargeting ads would be getting the majority of credit for all the sales happening in your business, and you won't know which front-end ads you should be scaling and optimizing for. So go ahead and select scientific mode, hit yes, and then choose the attribution range, the window of time that makes the most sense. If it takes more than a month or more than a couple of weeks for someone to make a purchase on average, you're going to want to just make sure you choose 30 days. Next, you can click over to See Conversion Rules, and you're going to want to make sure under your sale rules that you have a default event name of purchase. The standard purchase event is the only event that can capture dynamic purchase values, which is important for e-commerce stores that have different products and different SKUs. You want to be able to see the purchase value in your ad account. So if it's not set to purchase already, go ahead and rename or make sure your default event name is set to purchase. Now, as I said previously, Facebook's default attribution is last click. And since we want to use the standard purchase event with a different attribution window using scientific mode, we cannot simply send purchase events to the same pixel. If you did, there's a chance that Facebook could double count the same purchase because they won't be able to reconcile the two events as one actual purchase. The solution to this is to create a new pixel. So you can click the drop down here and click on Create a New Hyros Pixel, which will go ahead and create a brand new pixel inside of your Facebook account. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do that here. But once you do that, just hit OK and hit Save Default Settings. And then hit Done. As a double check, hit the back button and make sure that you have the correct pixel selected here as well, which should be your new Hyros conversion pixel. The last part of the setup is to configure some things inside of Facebook Business Manager. Inside of Business Manager, you're going to want to click on Business Settings, then go down to Data Sources, Pixels, look for your new Hyros pixel, and you may need to assign it to the appropriate ad account. After a purchase is pushed back to Facebook, you'll be able to go to Events Manager and click on your new Hyros conversion pixel and see the purchase event in your list of events. It should be the only event on this pixel, and there'll be no web activity. It'll be purely from the server, as you see here in this example. You'll need to click on Aggregated Event Measure. And then click Manage Events, because you'll need to reprioritize the events that you have set up for your domain. Now, you can only make these kinds of changes once every 72 hours, so just make a note of that as we do this here. And go ahead and click Edit. Once you're inside your Web Event Configurations area, you'll need to hit the green button to add an event. You'll go ahead and select your new Hyros conversion pixel. Then you'll go ahead and select the purchase event. Since you'll likely already have active campaigns and ad sets running, you won't want to change the priority of your current purchase event so you don't throw off any optimization. What you can do is grab the new Hyros pixel purchase event and move it up to the second highest priority while you allow the pixel to collect more and more purchases. Once you've collected, say, 30 to 50 purchases, you can go ahead and start phasing in this new pixel purchase event with brand new campaigns and brand new ad sets. Once you validate the performance of these ad sets are at least on par or perhaps better than the campaigns you were previously running, you can come back in here and reprioritize the Hyros pixel to the first priority event. At this point, your offline conversion setup is complete for your e-com store. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your Hyros rep or review any additional Hyros training or documentation.